Hi Cancer, and welcome to When Twin Flames Reunite. This is a timeless tarot reading. All decks that I'm using are listed in the description box below. This is actually a reading that was requested by a fellow viewer. So if you enjoy this reading, please be sure to send some love and gratitude to Star Sapphire for recommending this reading. What she has said is that there's a lot of information out there about when twin flames are broken up and all of that and the journey when they're apart, but she said there's not a whole lot about when they actually reunite and come back together and what it's like to navigate those energies, because when we are in a relationship with somebody, a twin flame kind of love, and we break up and we go and live other experiences without each other, when we come back together it can be really hard and painful to work through what we did without each other, because it feels just like it happened, like we were still together, right? So that is what we're going to look at with this reading about, the energies of you guys reuniting and how to work through any challenges, and then what's ahead for you. To make this a little bit more fun, here is the card that represents you, Cancer. It's the Chariot in the Zodiac, in the Tarot. And I'm going to pull another Zodiac sign, not to exclude anybody, but I really felt led by Spirit to pull another Zodiac sign to give a special message to somebody out there. So, wow, those of you that have a Pisces twin flame, okay, because Pisces is represented by the Moon card in the Major Arcana. Those of you that have a twin flame as a Pisces, this reading will be especially strong for you. It doesn't exclude any other zodiac signs, but Cancer, Pisces is your twin flame. Pay close attention. So, what is all of this? Well, to me, the twin flame journey, when we have it set up to where we meet and then we break up and then we come back together, there's a whole lot more going on than just the relationship, okay? First and foremost, you guys are getting together under a false pretense of your idea of love or twin flame connection. But that's intended. You intended it that way, okay? And also, when you have a really deep connection like that and then you guys break up and go your separate ways, it really rips you open and you become somebody new from the whole experience, okay? So it's all about a dimensional shift, not just in the twin flame love and experience, but also in life overall. So this particular deck, the Vice Versa Tarot, is amazing at expressing the dimensionality of what I'm trying to express here. So basically what this is saying is, when you and your twin flame first come together and meet, you guys fall in love under the guise of the moon and stars. And that means that there is a lot that's still hidden. You don't see them fully, they don't see you fully, but the connection is very real, okay? And now we transition over here to the Two of Cups, and you see the statue of Aphrodite, which represents the Ace of Cups in this deck, is now in the backdrop, and we have the two lovers here, and the sun is beginning to rise. And so this is where now we've transitioned into, we are recognizing each other, our bond is deepening, but we're also starting to see the full picture, like the honeymoon phase is starting to end, even though the love and bond continue to grow, okay? And then we transition into the lovers, and on this side of the card, this is really challenging in the aspect of the sun is high in the sky, so all of our differences are now out on the table, and we're kind of pushing against each other, trying to shape and mold each other rather than flow with each other. So there is another side to this energy, but you know, the first time around, this is the side of the Lovers that, you know, we are experiencing. And some time passes, and now that Ace of Cups has transitioned into the Ten of Cups. And you see the Lovers embracing on the shore. And this means, you know, we've had a lot of time and experiences together, but also, you know, tens are about a completion. So this is saying that even though we've had all this life together, now we have got to separate and have some experiences without each other. So now we transition into this Eight of Cups energy, and you know, this here is the departure of the relationship. There's a eclipse happening, a momentary time of darkness, okay? And we go from the 10 to the 8 because as both of you depart the relationship, you each take a cup with you, which means you don't really let go of the relationship. You still hold on to it, okay? And naturally, by the ending of a twin flame connection, it's an ultimate shake-up, and, you know, to your foundation, to your inner self, to every part of you. And even though all that's happening, the love still remains. And you see the eye here in the sky, so it's telling you, you know, Cancer, this is all divine. And the Tower energy brings this Three of Swords, great sadness, you know, heartache, all of that. And that's a, you know, natural emotion to experience. But then we transition into this Ten of Swords. And if you notice, there's nobody could survive this, okay? The sword in your twin flame's hand is the only sword that can penetrate your armor and vice versa. So you know, pay attention. This is the ultimate of sadness and pain, but now it's a 10, so we're completing the cycle of this. And finally, that puts us in this Hanged Man energy, okay? This is where we realize we really need to introspect and come in to an entirely new perspective about everything. And once we're in that space, now the healing finally begins. We're starting to see our own hand in things. We're starting to understand why everything worked out the way that it did. And now we see, you know, that we had an illusion here of what this connection was about, and now that's been shattered. And you know, the Chariot is represented by the Sphinx in this deck, and you see it's washed upon the shore, and the two Sphinx are going in their separate directions. It's like we need to figure out what happened and how to do better next time, okay? Because now there is no more illusion. Everything has come to light, and because of that, we've shed our old self. Okay, and then here's that eclipse. Again, it's that momentary time of darkness, but now we're healing and we're letting the past go, and we've transitioned into a new version of ourself. And because of that, now we've transitioned to this side of the Eight of Cups, which is where we're no longer angry and hurt and mad. We've returned to looking through the eyes of our soul, where it's innocent and pure. And now we're in the recognition that the ending was really only paving the way for a new beginning, a solid new beginning, indicated by the shooting star here, okay? And now there is no more illusion whatsoever. The mask again shattered on the ground, and you say, what now, universe? Now that I've shifted into this dimension, what now? And the universe says, well, look at what I got for you. And this is the elevation of the love and connection between you and your twin flame. Aphrodite is now in the sky, the evidence of this vibrational and dimensional shift, okay? Look at the difference in energy, all right? So this is like the ultimate, which now brings us here, and all things are out in the light. There's no more illusion. There's no more confusion. We know who we love. We've made the decision of that. And here's the dove as on the Tower card, reinstating and showing you, yes, this was all for the best, because now finally we recognize our twin flame connection in each other's eyes. That's the actual description of this card. That shooting star is now the star that blesses your relationship and your union. And that puts us into this side of the Lovers, where now we've tempered ourselves and we've achieved perfect alchemy of twin flame love, connection, and experience, and we flow with each other opposed to pushing against each other. So Cancer, that is the story of twin flame love, the coming together, breaking up, why it has to happen, and then when we reunite. So let's see how this plays out for you personally. Let's look at your energies with your twin flame. Okay, well, there we go. This is the energy upon the reconnection, okay? We have guardian angel and we have celebration. This is almost as though an angel has brought you back together and now your relationship is very beautifully blessed, okay? Just like that star I showed you in that card, it's blessed and there's great celebration. We're very happy. It's a good time. Like, this is really special here. This to me is like something like your higher selves, your spirit guides bring you back together, butterflies, for this new birth of your twin flame love and connection. And it's just like the ultimate happy celebration. So Cancer, let's see what your biggest fear is with this twin flame connection, and what your twin flame's biggest fear and insecurity is about this, you know, reunitement between the two of you. All right. So you, even though they're your twin flame and you love them, love them, love them, you're worried. Can I really fully trust you? Are you totally presenting yourself as you say you are? Like, so you have some insecurity of their character, of being able to trust them. And that will be for different reasons, obviously, as this is general. And they are coming out with true feelings mask. So they're afraid, Cancer, that you aren't telling them everything, that you're not fully opening up and fully expressing yourself, everything that's going on inside of you, or everything that happened while you guys were apart, or even, you know, they just feel like you're hiding something from them. Okay, it just doesn't mean you are. It's an insecurity. So let's see what the remedy is for you guys with these insecurities. You're afraid you can't trust them, and they're afraid that you're just not telling them everything. So, oh, Cancer, it's 11/11. You have the goddess of creation, transformation, creativity, wholeness. Cancer, this right here is saying, listen, this is a whole brand new experience. They have transformed, okay? They have found wholeness within themselves. So you don't have to fear that you can't trust them. And for them, what they're fearing here about you is all about something going on in their subconscious, which may have a lot to do with their own behavior, or, you know, things that happened in their life before you guys ever even came together. It's just they need to do some subconscious healing to work through their fear and insecurity that you aren't, you know, telling them everything. So let's get some information about when you guys are coming back together. So we have flirt and we have deception. So what I feel with this is the energy is really fun and, you know, sexy and passionate, but we're not fully revealing ourselves, okay? So we have a mask here, and this deception, this is like we're hiding something, a mask, more of like our true feelings, okay? So I think you both, with that, is like you're both hiding your insecurity, and you don't want to put it out there that you're insecure about what you guys are insecure about. Just because the energy is so light and we are so happy, and it's like we don't want to ruin this. And it's interesting, look at this, all green, all purple. This is all heart chakra for you. This is all crown chakra for them. So you guys just open up, show yourselves. And hello, what? if this is a Pisces, those that do have a Pisces, this makes perfect sense. While you think each other's hiding, trying to fill each other out. Look at that. So this is your emotional energy towards your twin flame, which tells me, yeah, they are the one that you want. You don't see yourself with anybody but them. And how they feel upon the reunion is they're a bit scattered. They're kind of all over the place. I feel like they're trying to really feel your energy out for some reason. They're just, but also I feel like they're making a lot of plans for the future, and they really want to elevate and grow with you. Okay, so let's look at your spiritual energy towards each other. All right, so you're coming through as the twin of flames, the 10 of flames. And this to me is saying that while you guys were apart, you know, you've had a lot of experiences and epiphanies, and it's led you to the fact that you are my only one. Okay, you see he's holding the torch there. You are my only one. Like, on your side, there is no question that is your world. That person is your world. And they're coming through as the 5 of flames. So what I feel about this is like you are their sun in the sky, but they are conflicted within. Like, this subconscious stuff, like they've really got to work on that. They've got to, like, really deep-rooted fears that I don't think have a whole lot to do with you specifically. And they need to work on that and let it go and realize that you are, you know, in it to win it, and you're not hiding. You need to put it all on the table, Cancer. Tell them how much you love them and all of it. Don't hold back. Just put it out there. And then be like, it's up to you now to fix yourself so that you can receive my truth for what it is. Okay? So let's see. Inside of you, this is what needs to be healed. Flames of wisdom. I am open to all of life's wisdom and share it with gratitude. This Cancer is saying that when it comes to this situation, there's still more to be gained, and not like you're going to find out new truths, but from a spiritual understanding, you are going to, there's still so much more that you're just going to, it's going to come to you. Okay. And for them, they have balance. And with this card, this is saying that, you know, so many people push against the darkness, and the thing about our dark side, our shadow self, is that's our fight or flight, okay? That's our courage. That's our strength. That's the energy when we need to protect ourselves or stand up for ourselves or fight for something that we really believe in. And so they need to realize that their shadow self is just as valuable and important as their light body. And to me, I just think they're having a really hard time, especially with that subconscious healing, that night wind. I just think they're having a really hard time, either with something they did or just what they've been through in life, or maybe even what happened with you guys. They just really need to balance out that energy. They're so afraid, Cancer. You've got to feel it. You've got to feel it. And I think this comes into you understanding that there's only so much you can do to help them, but maybe coming into a higher spiritual perspective on how to better help them with that subconscious healing, okay? So let's see what experiences are ahead for you guys after we reunite. Okay, so we have reminders. Yeah, we're really afraid of history repeating itself, because look at this. We have the High Priestess of Spirit. So this right here is like, you guys are so freaking connected at the soul, but it's like you're almost too connected that you can't see each other. And then look at this. We have rigid. There's a wall. Yeah. There's like a wall that you guys have up towards each other, like, and it's like we're not expressing because we're afraid of the past. okay? Because we're so close to each other, we're so close to it that we can't see the future, we can't see the truth, we can't use our intuition and our ability like we do for everything else in our life. But we're not going to repeat the past, okay? We need to let our walls down, both sides. I'm not surprised to see this between a Cancer and a Pisces, but and yes, there's more than Pisces going on here, but like I said, Spirit gave that extra special message, and now I'm totally getting it. But it's just a huge fear that the past is going to repeat itself, and it's not. We just need to let our walls down on both sides and express our heart and souls to each other. So I'm going to pull your advice. We have death and rebirth. Yep. See, the past is not repeating itself this time, Cancer. It's not. They need to know it too. Show them this reading. They need to know it too. We need to accept what has been, okay? We can't change the past, but it played out exactly how we planned it. And then here's that evenness where we accept both sides of ourselves, the light side and the shadow side, as well as within this relationship, we have to accept the light and the dark side of it and walk in between. We need to let our walls down, even though we can't see the future ahead. We need to trust Spirit that the past is not going to repeat itself. This was the first card out, which goes right there with that reminder, death and rebirth, okay? This is a beautiful new beginning. You guys just really both need to open yourselves up and really express yourselves. Not be afraid to say, you know, you're the one. You guys have a guardian angel over this union, okay? I feel like you're a lot more steady in your energy about the reunion than they are. Something happened to them, Cancer, and I don't feel like it's so much by your hand or even like the pain of the relationship ending. It's like in that process of when you guys were apart, it's just like they really went through something, or if they really screwed you over or did you harm, it haunts them. Like they're very haunted about the choices they made and what they put you through and all of that. So it's either they did something and it really haunts them, and even though we're back together and we're working on things, it still haunts them, okay? They're still afraid that it's going to, you know, come back to bite them, like this is too good to be true. Or they really went through some heavy shit while you guys were apart, along with the pain of that breakup, and it traumatized them all the way into their subconscious. And now, you know, they have this wall up, which in turn causes you to put your wall up, okay? And now, you know, even though we're happy and together, we're kind of walking on eggshells. But we don't need to do that because the past is not repeating itself this time. And I think this here is like, you need to really know that, okay? And so accept what has been. Know that we are in a completely different place now, and we just need to take that wall down and balance out our energy a bit more, and all will be well. And Cancer, really, like, whatever, if you're even like holding back the fact like, oh my God, I'm in love with you, there's nobody else in this world, you are my sun, moon, and stars, but you're too afraid to like be that heavy, even though that's something really positive and beautiful, because of where they're at, it's like they notice, they sense that you're holding back, that you're not saying everything, and because of whatever it is here, they take it in the negative light, like, you know what I'm saying? So really express yourself, don't hold back. They need to hear it, and in doing so, you can say, and now you need to express to me your truth, because we need to come at this from a very balanced place of being, okay? But I don't know, for some of you, I feel like this reconnection happened because of something happening to them, and it just brought you guys back together, and you're helping them heal, you're helping them through it. And that might be why you're like, I don't know if I can trust this. And that might be why they're like, you know, is Cancer here because Cancer loves me? Or is Cancer here to like screw me over because I screwed Cancer over? You know, so there is some energy. You know, you'll know what this is about. I mean, this is your twin flame, so you know what I'm talking about. But honestly, there's really nothing to fear. This is saying all things will be revealed in time. And, you know, this is not, the history is not going to repeat itself. So don't make the choices that you made in the past because you're afraid of that. It's just, it's not going to happen. Like, you guys are good, okay? Look at, this is card 39. This is card 29. You guys are good. I feel like you're just a bit more ahead on the path than the twin flame, but you're here to help them heal and catch them up, okay? So Cancer, that is your twin flame reunitement tarot reading. I hope you have enjoyed this, and I am wishing you and your twin flame lots of love, light, and healing. Take care, Cancer.